Hi friends, welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Cindy and I teach Yin Yoga. Today we're going to be doing a Yin flow focused on lower back tension. The asanas in this flow are great for anybody having any lower back discomfort. Not only are these poses great for lower back discomfort, but they're also known to stimulate the bladder meridian. When this meridian is unbalanced, it is known to cause back pain, urinary problems, vision problems, and indecisiveness. You're only going to need one block as a prop for this flow, but of course, if you're going to stay for Shavasana, grabbing any props that you might like for that, go ahead and get what you need, roll out your mat, and let's get started. Let's go ahead and start this yin practice off in a child's pose. Coming to your hands and knees, you'll want to bring your feet together until your big toes touch, pressing the hips back and down, bringing them as close to the heels as possible, resting your head on the ground or a block. Knees can be together for more of a stretch in the upper back, or widening the space between your knees for more of a stretch in the hips. Arms can extend out long or down by your side. Now start bringing your awareness to your breath. Taking a deep inhale through your nose, filling the lungs fill. Opening the mouth and exhaling all the air out, feeling the tension releasing. Again, taking a deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs, sipping a little more in, exhaling all the air out. One last deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhaling all the air out. Slowly start coming out of the pose, pressing up into a tabletop position, making your way to a seated position where we'll extend the legs and roll onto our back. Moving into our next pose, which is knee to chest. Wrapping your hands around your right shin as you pull the right knee into the chest. Left leg can extend long, or you can bend the left knee with keeping your left foot flat on the ground. Softening your shoulders, closing your eyes, or softening your gaze, whatever feels comfortable for you. Because these asanas in this yin practice are known to stimulate the bladder meridian, which when imbalanced cause undecisiveness, I invite you to use the affirmation during your practice today. I trust my feet. They know the next step and are guiding me towards my aligned life. Hold here.
Reversing out of the pose as you take a full body stretch before moving off to the next side. Wrapping the hands around the left knee as you bring it in towards the chest. Leg can be bent with foot flat on the ground or extended long. Finding the first 30 seconds to settle into the pose. You'll notice that one side is more flexible than the other, and that's okay. That's totally normal. Coming to where you feel the most sensation, your edge, which would be about a 4 or a 5, and listen for any invitations to go deeper into the pose. And if you don't, being okay with that, hold here. Coming out of the pose now as you take a full body stretch. Rolling off to your side as you push your weight into your hands, coming up to a seated position, where we'll move off to our next pose, which is baby dragon. You can come into this hands and knees or even through a downward facing dog. You want to bring your right foot in between your hands, bringing your knee directly over your ankle, extending the left leg behind you long. Hands can come to the mat if you have that flexibility, or I invite you to grab 2 blocks and place 2 blocks underneath your hands. They can either be at its tallest level or you can lay them flat. If you have sensitivity in your knee, feel free to roll a blanket underneath the knee or possibly rolling your mat for some more cushion. Arms remain straight as you lift your head to look forward, being mindful not to hold your breath Remembering if you have any tight areas, sending the breath to those areas. And as you exhale, feel the pull of gravity a little more. Hold here. Your way out of the pose, coming into a tabletop position, rounding the spine, bringing the chin to chest. Moving off to the left side now as you step the left foot in between the hands. Again, hands can rest on the mat if you have that flexibility, or you can place 2 blocks underneath the hands, rolling a blanket or a mat for any sensitivity for the knee. Pressing down with your left big toe to keep your left foot flat on the ground and let gravity pull your hips down. Hold here. Coming out of the pose now, it will feel nice to round the spine, bringing the chin to chest. Moving any props out of the way as you make your way to a downward facing dog. Chest to the thighs, hips to the sky. Pedal out your dog here. Start walking your hands back to your feet. Slowly coming up to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale as you slowly roll up. Head, the last two come up as we'll move into our next pose, which is dangle. Moving into a standing position where you'll stand tall, bending your knees, relaxing your arms to the side, folding at the hips and maintaining a gentle bend in your knee as you wrap your hands around opposite elbows. Keeping your weight evenly distributed through your feet, but allowing gravity to take over. You can also bring in a block here, allowing it to come to its highest level, allowing your elbows to rest on the block, bending your knees a little or a lot, remembering to start out where you feel the most sensation without any pain, numbness, or tingling. And as you fold into the pose, listening for any invitations to go deeper. Hold here. Coming out of the pose as you find your way to a halfway lift. Exhaling, fold forward. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Moving your way down to a seated position. Rolling back onto your back as you bring your knees in towards the chest. Rocking side to side to massage the lower back. Moving into our next pose, which is supportive bridge. You'll want to grab your block and lift your hips as you slide the block underneath your hips. Your block can either be flat on the ground or long side, whatever feels more comfortable in your body. Feet can be flat on the ground, or if you want a little more, go ahead and reach the arms up overhead and possibly extending the legs out long for the deepest stretch. If in full extension, after a while feels a bit too much, make sure to listen to your body and come out of the pose and finding your most comfortable position. Hold here. Mindfully come out of this pose slower than you think you might need to, especially if in full extension, listening to your body as you come out, moving the block from the hips. It might feel nice to bring the knees in towards the chest, rocking side to side to massage the lower back. Moving into spinal twist, you'll plant the feet on the ground, shifting the hips over to the left, allowing the knees to fall to the right. Arms can be at a T. If you have the availability in the neck, turning the head to the left. If not, keeping the head straight. Hold here. Reversing out of the pose now as we move off to the next side, planting the feet on the mat as you lift the hips, shifting them to the right, allowing the knees to fall off to the left. Arms can be at a T or up overhead. Head can turn to the right or stay straight. Hold here. out of the pose now as we make our way to our final position, which is Shavasana. Shavasana can be whatever you want it to be. I'm just going to take a traditional corpse pose. Once you find your most comfortable position, go ahead and close down the eyes, taking a minute to thank yourself for dedicating these 30 minutes to your body and allowing these last 2 minutes for you to fall into deep relaxation as I read you a piece from the Tao of Joy every day. Every step you take is as important as your first, because the journey is a sum of all your steps. None of them can be left out. Nevertheless, the beginning of anything has a special significance because everything that follows depends on it. The first step sets the tone. This page serves as the same purpose. It may be a modest beginning, but it is like unlocking a door or turning over the engine. After this, it is up to you to keep yourself moving forward. As of right now, you have officially embarked on your journey. Chinese like to say, feet stepping on solid ground when describing a sensible and practical approach. Adopt this concept for yourself. Keep your eyes on the horizon and your feet on the trail. You will go the distance. Shavasana. Start to bring the awareness back to your body as you start to wiggle your hands and your feet. Possibly a full body stretch as you make your way over to your favorite side. As you make your way to your favorite side, hang out here for a moment as we absorb our yin practice. I invite you to take the affirmation with you this week. I trust my feet. They know the next step and are guiding me towards my aligned life. Start making your way up to a seated position where we'll meet together for a final breath, hands at heart center, eyes remain closed. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, open the mouth, exhaling all the air out. I want to thank you for sharing your yin practice with me this week. I hope this practice will give you a little more patience and a little more ease. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining me for this yin flow focused on lower back tension release. If you have any friends that could benefit from this flow, feel free to share this with them. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any further yin videos that I post. I hope you all have a wonderful week.